my days, it has been a while since I made one of these videos. Okay everyone, welcome back to another S.H.Monsterarts review. You might be wondering, if you haven't actually seen my channel before, you might want to ignore this quick little thing. But for those of you that have, this is a revival video of my channel. I've not uploaded it in about a year, almost, but yeah. Today we're going to be reviewing the S.H.Monsterarts Godzilla 1995 from Godzilla Vs Destoroyah, the 70th anniversary special version. I am kinda late to, review this figure. I meant to review this video, well, make this video about a month back. I'm really sorry, but yeah, New Year's and Christmas has really caught up to me here. But we're finally gonna get into it. I've got my phone stand set up. I'm gonna just set it up in a second. We're gonna go over the box, the height of the figure, all of that, the articulation, how it looks. And yeah, I'll explain to those of you what will be happening with the channel later this year. Right, let's go. Okay guys, so as you can see, we are on the old setup. So yeah, it's basically because I made a new setup, but I cannot find the things I needed. Like, I had trees and everything, but I can't find all the bushes and stuff like that to actually place down. So we're gonna get that, and but yeah, just not this video. Alright, but yeah, you can expect it in future videos. So anyways, this is the box of the figure. Got some nice promo images here. I believe it was sculpted by Yuji Sakai. I'm not absolutely sure. I do not read Japanese. I will check. I will double check that. But we got the nice Godzilla. I'm doing the same thing I do every video. Right, going back to nostalgia basics. Right, so we got a nice big box here. I'm gonna go over accessories probably around the last bit. Yeah, just because. But you guys want to see the figure first, right? Probably. So yeah, let's get into that. We'll go into detail. Okay, so what I've actually noticed on this figure is that although he's translucent, right, you can't actually really see the translucent parts, because when you shine the flashlight on him, or whatever you want to use, LED lights or whatever, because of how he's built, right, it doesn't really show. Like, for example, okay, so for example, this is my 2019 poster version S.H.Monsterarts Godzilla, right? But if I go from behind, you can see how translucent he is, right? I mean, he looks even better in person, but he's really translucent. Like, you can see him, right? I'm trying to do this with one hand. It's very difficult, but he's like proper translucent everywhere, and he looks great under the light, by the way. Right, but when it comes to this guy, it's kind of a different story, because look, you can't really see him. You can't really see all that translucent. I mean, you can slightly, but not nearly as well as, oh goddamn, I flashbanged you guys. Not nearly as well compared to something like this, where you got the whole pretty much figure being translucent. I get that they can't make the whole figure translucent, but I feel like it could have been engineered slightly better here. I keep flashbanging you guys. I'm sorry about that. Right. But, oh, bloody hell, that is a orange light, yeah. But it's just, I don't think the translucent here is not as good compared to something like 2019. So, yeah, I just want to say that about the translucent. Okay, so if we go into details here, we've got some really... Okay, we have this problem every video, don't we? There we go. We've got some really nice eye details there. Alrighty, I believe they're translucent. I'm pretty sure they're translucent. Let me try and focus my camera there, because I'm still using a phone. There you go, you can see it. The eyes are translucent, I believe, but they are really nicely painted. He is not cross-eyed, like some of the Monsterarts, which is a really good sign. Not to mention, speaking of details in the face, his teeth are actually really good. If I can focus on it. Right, there you go. His teeth are in really good shape. Right? Like, it's not messy like how you see it. I mean, on the front, it's a tiny bit messy. On the front, it's ever so slightly messy. But it's not... Okay, Jesus, there you go. Okay. But it's not nowhere near to something compared to... Oh, actually, I can't really think of a figure on the top of my head. But yeah, he's not like the other Monsterarts with the mushy teeth. For example, 2014 maybe. He's got pretty bad teeth paint app. But but this guy's got really good teeth paint up. Okay, so going on to the next details. Apart from the translucent, alright, he's got some really nice charcoal grey paint on his tail here, I've got to say. Right, not to mention, I'm not sure if this was intentional or not, but they've done something with an old design with Monsterarts on here. I'm going to get to that in a bit though when we go on to articulation. Right, his hands are painted really nicely. I'm going to get a focus for you guys there. There you go. So claws painted nice with a bone paint app. Same thing with the toes there. We have got back. This is how he looks from the back. If I can focus the camera. I'm sorry guys, the camera focus just isn't the best today. I'm gonna adjust the brightness a little. There you go. But yeah, that's him from the back. It's him from the side. Right. That's him from the front. And that's him from the other side. Alright. So, what else do we have to go over for? It's been a while. I'm a little rusty because you guys know I don't really go off any kind of script on these videos. I just go with the flow. I think that's the best way to do it though. But you know what? I cannot find the logo imprint on the back of them. You know how all the figures have like the logo imprint? Like there? I'm trying to see right there. Cannot seem to see it on this guy. Cannot seem to see it. Just gotta say. There's no sign of it. But yeah, that's a bit weird. But anyways, we're gonna go into his accessories in just a moment. But first we have to go over articulation. Okay guys, so I just had a bit of camera problems there. Asking for permissions for stuff and declined it. Alright. We have got some stuff here. Right, okay. I'm getting a bit sidetracked because of what just happened with the camera. Articulation, let's go. Right, so starting from the head. Right, you can look down. Okay, that's his waist, my bad. I'm going to get into his waist in a minute. That I think it's a bit of an issue on the waist. He can look down about, if we put him up that far. Right, so he can't look directly down like 1989 can. But he can't really look up either. He can look kind of up, but it's barely. I'd say he's more looking straight, to be honest. So I wouldn't say you can look up, personally. Alright, some people might say you can slightly look up, but I just say wouldn't look up. Alright. You can twist. You can't go a full 360 with this guy. Alright. You can twist from side to side. Yeah. You can go that way, go that way. Yeah, but he's got some very strange neck. Well, addition, I don't know the word to call them. But yeah, he's got some very strange neck articulation, especially here at the back, this joint here where it's connecting to the head. This one, right there. I think that's quite strange. I feel like they could have done something better there. Right. Okay, so moving aside from neck articulation, shoulders can come up about here. So I'd say just under 90 degrees. Right. Arms can extend. Right, all the way there. If you want to have him throwing a punch or something, I don't know. You can have him bend with the shoulders about that far. You can come out about that far. Come in about that far. Hands are on ball joints, right? So they move nice and freely. His waist, right? This is where it gets into the weird part, right? His waist, for me, it stays in position, right? But when I try and pull it up, it pulls itself back down slightly. I don't know why. It might be just my copy, but yeah, he can move from side to side, you know, he can bend like he's being knocked down or something, but yeah, have you noticed this? He cannot, right, I've got an alarm going off, I don't know why, right, he can bend that way, right, he cannot bend this way, I don't think. I'm gonna set my camera back down real quick, I don't know why I lost focus there, right, yeah, he can't really bend this way. Like, only very slightly, but he can bend way more to the side this way. It's really weird. I keep losing focus here, I'm sorry. Alright. There you go. Alright. There you go. Okay. So, next, got the articulation. These are on ball joints, I believe. Are they on extendable? No. No extendable ball joints here. It's just normal ball joints. His knees can bend about that far back. Alright. believe you can try and get him to do a 360 on his legs, but I wouldn't recommend it. I'm not going to do it on my copy because I'm not that brave with these figures. Right, it's best to not tempt fate, I'd say. Once again, his feet are on ball joints. Right, well, his ankles are. So you've got some nice articulation there, if you want to have him stomping on the ground or something. Next, we got the S.H.Monsterarts tail, although it's not really the S.H.Monsterarts tail, and I'll explain why now. So we start here, we've got ball joints, 1, 2, I don't really know. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Well, actually, I'm not going to say that because what they've done in the tail, they've made it a singular piece. Well, yeah, look at this. It's a singular piece. See? Can't move. It's a singular piece. And you know what they also did this with? Hang on, I've lost my camera here. I don't know why this is not working for me. Right, there you go. Right, let me cut the. Okay, like I was saying, you know what they also did this with? The first release, 1994 Godzilla. At the end of the tail, right? They made it one solid piece. So, considering they didn't do that with 1991, I want to know why they did it with this one. I get they're slightly different sculpted, but at least put in the effort to go add some detail. Like you did it with 1991, do it with 1995. You know. This one I can release it because it's your. I can let it happen because it's your first ever figure, right? But how long have they been up? Like almost 14 years now. 14 years later, I would have thought you would have improved Monsterarts. You know, like this is a bit diabolical to be honest. Like come on. See, one solid piece. Like, I get he never really moved his tail much in the movie, and it was mostly like a solid piece in the films, but that doesn't mean you have to recreate the exact same thing onto a figure. Right? Like, why? That's really annoying me for some reason, but yeah, you can get his tail into quite a few positions still. You know, you've still got good bends, don't get me wrong, but it just would have been nice to have that, you know, multi-segmented piece. Right, so that is about it for articulation, I believe. We've got some chest articulation there, but yeah, you can't really move it. But yeah, that's about it for articulation. Now, we're going to move on to what's inside the box, which is, to be honest, I think that's one of the more exciting parts. Okay, right, we got the box. I'm going to try and get the camera to focus now. I'm going to try and position it like... How are we going to do this? Like, this is a very old camera, guys, I apologise. Don't worry, the camera will be improving in the videos in the next few months. And because I'm going to be using a different camera on a newer phone. Alright, so let me just open this up. Open up the latch. Open the latch, man! Open the latch! I'm going to pull this out, just like that. Okay, I don't know what fell out of that. I think that was a Christmas tree spine. Yeah, because that was a Christmas present. Which is really nice. Right, so, what have we got in the box? Right, I'm going to show you what we got in the box. So we got one section, and we got two sections. This is the larger section, this is the smaller section. This includes accessories. Why am I getting a ping? Okay, right. Let's open the larger box first. Let's see what's in the larger box. It's going to be quite loud opening these boxes. It's very annoying, to be honest. You have a plastic stand, right? Quite nice, I won't lie, it's kind of nice. It's got the 70th anniversary. It's quite nice. I'll give them that. But, can it hold up? Right, we're going to see, yeah? Let me move this out of the way. I apologise, it's taking so long. I could just cut the video, but I do not have the brains to do that. Right, here we go. We have a very strangely familiar atomic breath piece, well, stand. We have, once again, a very similar and very familiar atomic breath piece, right? And the phone's playing with the quality again. I hate this goddamn camera. Let me fix that for you. There you go, that's better. I'm just going to hold it in my hand so I can get that. Then, we've got these little hands, right? This can't focus. This is a terrible camera quality. My God, there you go. Alright, nicely painted open hands, although I really don't see a difference. I really don't see a difference with these open hands, I won't lie. Like, there's like the slightest bit of difference. The slightest bit of difference. Right? Like, why bother? Like, at least make him have a punching hand or something like that, I don't know. He never actually closes his fists in the films, but, you know, it's just kind of annoying. Like, why make a whole new accessory for something that's basically the same? That's Monsterarts for you, I'll tell you. Alright, so I'm going to show you how to put together the atomic breath stand. I'm sure most of you who are watching already know how to do this, but for those of you who are watching for the first time, it's really simple. Get the larger piece on the end, insert it into the stand, right, and yeah, you gotta find the bloody hole, yeah, right there, and you insert it in. This is practically invisible, which is nice. It's a nice touch to make it invisible, but don't make it too invisible, you know. Right, I think that's in all the way. You just gotta give it a real shove, right, and you have a now posable stand that you can use. So you can now even blast in whoever, Destroyer, Space Godzilla, whoever you want, right? Boom. The camera quality is still terrible. Like, that's much better. I wish it would stay like this. I don't know why it doesn't stay like this. Right, but there you go. That's accessories, and you got the stand and you got the hands. I tried to get the hands on off camera. The world says no. Right? The world says no. Doesn't want me to put the hands on, not the stands. Alright? I do not know why. But yeah, that's S.H.Monsterarts for you. You can't get the accessories even on. But okay, right, let's slowly start wrapping up this review. I think we're... Okay guys, I promise I'll make this message quick. So, for those of you who have seen my videos before, you might be wondering, why am I just suddenly back? Okay, so... Truth is, I have not technically suddenly back. Over the summer of last year, I have been recording certain videos for you guys that I am going to upload. But the reason why I've not uploaded these yet is because of the reason that I'm making a series, right? And it's a real life series. But the place where it happens, opens up. It closes for 5 months every, year, if you know what I mean. Right, so it opens up around in March, I believe. Right, so that's when another video is going to come out. But I'm going to release a couple of the videos. I've only made, I think, about 4. I think 4, yeah. And there is going to be catch-up videos to let you guys know what's happening. Any questions, just ask me in the comments. But, yeah. Basically, yeah, that's about it, pretty much. I've not been technically, I have not ran off. I just wanted to let you guys know I've not absolutely abandoned this channel. I've not, and I'm going to be doing a lot more on it. It's just the fact is that I don't want to give you guys content, make you guys wait about 7 months. Most of you leave and then randomly upload it again. You know, so I've just been waiting. You know, I've been in hibernation, right? And I'm going to explain to you guys what this content is going to be about. So. It's going to be, this channel is going to be evolving from just Godzilla content to actually, not history, but it's half history, but it's medieval reenactments and it's bushcraft, right? So, medieval reenactment and bushcraft. Not just reenactment, of course, like medieval, anything you guys really want, really, but I'm going to be uploading tons of stuff, medieval markets, all sorts of that kind of stuff, places. You know, I'm going to be uploading holidays where I do medieval things, you know, all bits like that. I'm also going to be doing bushcraft in this new series that's coming out, because it has both. It has medieval and bushcraft, right? And that is what the channel is going to be focusing on. I'm not saying this channel is just going to be stopping using Godzilla content. No. We're still going to have different Godzilla content coming out from time to time. But I'm just saying, if you are a viewer of this channel, you gotta expect a bit less Godzilla content. I'm really sorry, but yeah, because I can't make a good amount of medieval content and Godzilla content, I'm gonna have to divide it out, right? So you can expect videos. If you're down to watch it, give me a subscribe, you know, you know, so you can watch it in the future. It really does help, even if you don't want to watch it. It really does help. So thank you to anyone who does. But yeah, okay, I think that's about it, really. Just stick around if you want to look into medieval bushcraft, all bits like that. You know, I'll be uploading a couple in the next few months, I guess. Maybe 2 months, I'm not sure. But there will be some coming out in between that. Alright, thanks for the message. Thanks for listening if you are. Alright, let's finish this review. Right, so a wrap up for the review. Right, this figure measures about 6.5 inches, I believe. Yeah, I'd say about 6.5 inches. Right, and from head to tail, he is about, let's have a look. He's going to be a lot longer. Right, let's have a look. What about the tape measure? He's about 1 foot. Right, he's about 1 foot. Right. So okay, now you guys know the height and how wide this figure, well, not wide, but length. Right, let's wrap up the review. Where did I get this figure? No, I'm joking. I got this figure on Amazon, right? I believe I paid about 120 for it, so if you want to go check it out, you absolutely can. We do have a good news with this figure, though, and that is that nothing, not one thing pops off. Alright? So, compared to some other Monster Arts, right, where some things pop off, sometimes a little more frequently than others, this thing has no loose ball joints, right? And this, out of 10, I'd give this figure a 9, right? The reason why it's not a 10, right, don't get me wrong, paint, everything is great, right? Detail's great, the articulation, pretty good, right? For a Heisei figure especially, it's really good, right? But it's this bit. It's this bit. This is the only issue I have with this thing. They could have put in so little time. They could have just taken the 1991 tail, tip of it, and boom, stuck it on, done. Right? But yeah, that's the only issue I have with it. And probably the translucent bit, because it would have been nice to have some better translucent stuff with it. If I missed anything, let me know in the comments so I can include it in my next review. Because once again, I am very rusty. I've not uploaded in this channel in about 10 months. I'm going to be going under some heavy editing after this, so yeah, I'm going to have to go into editor Aragon mode. And I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did watch to the end, you know, please give me a like. It costs no amount of your time, and it really does help me out. Alright, thanks guys. See you next time.